So,
yeah, we've temporarily escaped the amazing digital circus.
temporarily.
Just in time to talk about it. I'm X.
And I am Z.
And I'm almost as confused as last time, so I'm going to need your help with this. We watched episodes 3 and 4. 3 is a horror movie, and 4 is a...
Different kind of horror movie.
Yeah, a fast food job. That's hell on earth enough for everybody. Different vibe for the third episode. You're going to have to remind me of how it started off, because I've got so many thoughts in my head.
They were holding their breath.
Oh, that's right. Pomni was holding her breath and turning lots of different colors.
Yes. Everyone's got a gimmick.
I got confused by that.
It's a digital world, like she can't die.
I immediately, of course, went to the Matrix. Neo is fighting Morpheus in the dojo, and it's all awesome, but Neo gets his butt whooped, and Morpheus just kind of leans in and goes, "Do you think that's air you're breathing right now?" And then he goes... it just looks away. And then what else? My brain is like losing it today. Like I feel like Kinger, where I don't have all my marbles together.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Kinger, his gimmick was that he glowed.
Oh, that's right.
We had to talk this through, so the entire time he wasn't going, what?
Because that would have been the whole video.
If you're wondering why we don't do react videos and we just process it afterwards, is because that's pretty much all you're gonna get.
Kane decides that they're going to do a horror adventure.
Yes.
And so
with a haunted mansion.
Right. And I actually kind of liked that. I like horror movies, not gross movies, but scary kind of thriller suspense movies. They get there and greeted by a ghost.
Ghostly.
His name's Ghostly.
I think so.
Hey, I'm Ghostly.
Jax immediately takes
sucks him up in a vacuum cleaner. So that's a reference to a Mario game.
No, it's a reference to Ghostbusters.
No, it's a reference to a Mario game.
It's a reference to Ghostbusters.
He's got a lot of merch.
Or it's a reference to Ghostbusters the game.
Oh, is that
so it's a video game. Anyway.
What it was actually referencing was Luigi's Mansion.
Is this like a separate, completely different game outside of like normal Mario games?
Pretty much.
All right.
You just like in a spooky mansion and you suck up ghosts. That's the reason why he had a vacuum cleaner.
Pomni gets so freaked out by the ghost that she pops her eyeballs out. Why
won't they go back in?
which happens in a lot of cartoons. Kinger's trying to help, but he's not really very helpful.
He's not.
In fact, he gets sucked into the vortex of doom or something and pulls her, which actually I really liked the design of it. The colors were fun. The lighting was fun. It's very much a contrast to the bright color stuff that's happening in primary color purgatory or whatever you want to call it. They get presented with...
in the trophy room where all of their heads are scary versions of themselves.
That's right. That was kind of cool and a little creepy.
I really like horror designs, creature designs, and scary movie designs and stuff like that. I was like, oh, ooh. They went like really creative with it.
This reel-to-reel recorder, he says that...
I got really paranoid trying to hunt this thing, and then the second recording says, by the way, the thing that I was hunting, keep your eyes on it so it doesn't like attack you or whatever. And then Kinger goes, well, that's some really inconvenient lore placement because they're in the other room.
Zubul was being forced into a therapy session with Kane.
Yes.
He was just weird and random and wasn't listening.
Look at this cool bee I drew.
And she even opened up to him a little bit, and then he just went off somewhere else. But then
this is why AI therapists don't work.
You either have one that totally hallucinates and doesn't help you out, or one that just encourages you in everything that you say and is basically a digital yes person, and that's not a real relationship. So
no.
Avoid
Careful.
that. Later in that episode, he's on the bench. He almost has an epiphany and then just immediately just like...
No, he doesn't have an epiphany there. And I was wondering if the Wild West was really a real direction.
All right.
He's not entirely a functional AI.
Why do you keep saying that he's an AI? I don't have any...
He's an AI.
Okay. He's weird.
One thing that is interesting is that when Kinger was being drawn in by it, he said, "You look beautiful, honey." If you notice, the mouth of the creature had a whole bunch of eyeballs in it. When Kinger was talking about his wife later, his wife became abstracted, and the abstracted beings have a whole bunch of eyeballs on them. In other words, he was brought back to a moment with his wife. They try to fight the angel creature because they got drawn down in the loft instead of up.
Yes.
One of my favorite jokes in the entire series is in this moment, and I know that it just like made you really weirded out when they find the dead guy and they realize he has a gun and they need the gun. She comes up and she's just like, please don't come alive. And the guy goes, okay, I won't.
And it freaked me out. Because nothing was humorous up to that point.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it was just like, you know.
Anyways.
And then some headless ghoul comes out of the cave or something. And
yeah, Kinger's an amazing shot.
Right. Kinger is somehow incredibly lucid, and he takes out both the big, huge mouth ghost thing
and its body.
And then
the recording goes, oh, by the way, because you attacked it, you get to take my place in hell.
Yeah,
and so they go to hell.
Pomni is not thrilled about this. But what I appreciated about them being in hell, Kinger was really, like I said, lucid. He was a full person. Like, you could actually talk to him. We got some details about him. You know, not only was he married, but he was also a software engineer. They actually had quite a meaningful conversation.
That's the reason why Kinger's my second favorite character.
I didn't expect that. I just thought that he would be paralyzed or be an idiot or something. But he wound up really talking to her about the importance of having other people around you to support you and care for you because of all the difficult things that you're going through. It definitely took a turn, you know. And I appreciated that. They go back up to the haunted house area where Ragatha and Gangle are having tea with the dead ghost wife. We see Jax all like bound up in the background. Yes. So he hasn't really been present in this episode because we just decided to...
do you remember the suggestion box where Kane said, what if we had an adventure where Jax doesn't talk the entire time?
Oh, that's right.
She got her wish. What I liked about that scene with them escaping hell was that Kinger, when he was glowing, to me, it was like he was a literal beacon of light.
That's interesting.
When he's lucid, he seems to be a father figure to people. I really like Kinger a lot.
I was surprised how deep it got.
And speaking of which, the fast food was the next one, and it seems like Gangle was the one that suggested it. I don't know if she would, though, because it's clear that her experience there was not great.
On their next adventure, Kane is about to give them another like bloody horror thing, and Zubul wants to check out again, but then
Kane's just like
says shut up and then chucks her into it, and I'm like, that was just like random and harsh. Oh man. And then they go to Spudsy's, which is a certain fast food company's ripoff.
By the way, Gooseworks worked at a fast food restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And so
because I thought that the shift manager little pithy quotes were a little too spot on. Like, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. And all these make y'all just so jokey happy about working in a dead-end job that's going nowhere, that's paying you nothing. Yeah, there's experience there. And then Gummy Goo.
Yeah.
It's weird that he's like this oddly caring person.
Yeah.
I really like the voice casting on him. I don't know, there's something comforting about this Australian kind of laid-back, fatherly sort of like... I like the voice.
I mean, they are set in Australia.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Everybody's got their issues with working there. Jax doesn't want to do anything. Ragatha
gets hit with the stupid sauce.
Yeah, she's making a burger for someone who wants to be more stupid, and
makes herself high.
She basically is high as a kite and pretty much worthless for the rest of the episode.
And she talks about missing her horses and how she thinks that the Gloink Queen caring about all of her children is really sweet.
And
Gangle's having a worse and worse time.
Trying to get everybody motivated, but doing this real weird passive-aggressive thing that's just very irritating.
If you notice that each time that she talks to a character, she has a moment where you hear glass cracking. It's kind of an implication that that's when her happy mask would have broken, but she's still keeping it together because she's got her plastic mask.
Yeah, she's on the brink through most of it, and Jax wants nothing to do with it, so she throws Jax into basically re-education camp, makes him watch one of those gloriously terrible training videos that I'm sure all of us have had to sit through, and they did it spot on. They really did a great job.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't want to pay attention to it because it's boring as all get out.
Well, also Gangle mentions that, I know that you want to start your own manga-inspired webcomic. It's good to have dreams, but, they're totally unrealistic. So you can see kind of a bit of her shining through.
It's like these terrible wage slave jobs are here to crush your dreams. And Jax doesn't want to pay attention at all, but she makes him pay attention. She shoves it in his face. Then all of a sudden this flashing dun 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 comes out, and I'm just like...
Yep.
For those of you who don't know the reference, I'm about to geek out. All right, so... The only Halloween movie that has nothing to do with Michael Myers is Halloween 3. The Halloween masks, they are designed specifically to take over your mind and destroy you. They had a commercial for Silver Shamrock. You would watch it and go, come on, kids, we're almost ready for the show. And it go, dun, 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 dun. Your face would explode with bugs or something. Like, this is a low budge favorite of mine just because it's weird and crazy enough. But anyway, there is mind control involved. Jax comes out from the re-education and he's just like,
this is a time where I get to talk about my favorite character.
okay, who's your favorite character? But he's a jerk.
Yeah.
How can you?
I don't like him as a person. I want him to change. I want him to be a better person. He's probably not going to do that, but he's a good character study, and that's the reason why I'm interested. So, he has a moment here where he's finally not acting like the comic relief, and he's just a person. And you notice this when he's talking to Pomni, because he just kind of asks how she's doing, and just acts really normal, and she, like, feels put off by it. And afterwards, when he's done with his shift, he tosses off his hat and he goes from like holding himself up to, you can see him like he's physically tired. And when he finally gets in his car, that's when his head hits the steering wheel and he's just like tuckered out for the day. And you never see that from him in any episode previous. It's just interesting to see a little human moment where he's not being this fake cartoonish weirdo.
Yeah. Well, Gangle got a little more interesting to me in this one just because she was trying to keep it all together.
Yeah.
And she couldn't. And then she has a breakdown outside. And, of course, Pomni just happens to be there. And she's like, oh.
She's always here for the breakdowns.
We're doing this again.
Yep.
You know, what was nice, though, is that she was there for her.
Yeah, she kind of learned from Kinger.
And at the end of the night, Triangle Head was going to bring... Zubul was going to bring back Ragatha because Ragatha's wasted.
Yep.
And Gangle was going to close up, and Pomni offers to do that
Take her
for
place,
her.
yeah.
And that was really meaningful to Gangle. And she takes off her fake happy mask, almost as if that's a metaphor for the mask you put on at work.
Yep.
To try to be someone you're not.
I don't know if you'll notice, but when she throws the happy mask, the mask looks miserable, while she, when she's running, looks happy.
And then we cut to a reverse angle, and we see her just slow motion, like embracing euphoria or happiness or having an epiphany, and just finally, and it gets all cosmic, like weirdly slow motion, and then she gets hit by a truck.
Yes. I'm still wondering about that, Gooseworks. What happened with the truck? Why was she hit by... This comes up later.
All right.
What's going on there?
Apparently, Kane is a psychopath.
Well, yes, but that's not the reason why she was hit by a truck.
Anyway, it's just another one of those abrupt things where you think you have a handle on what's going on, and all of a sudden just... Yeah. And then she winds up in a middle management office giving performance critiques, which I thought that hell was in the last episode, but apparently... It's in this one too. God, I hate that. You know, like, it's just, everybody knows that it's a pointless job. If people are nice to work with and they show up on time, don't expect them to be like, I really want to rise to middle management, because who wants to stay in a job like that? No one wants to stay in a job like that.
And if you do, you're lying. Yeah.
So Gangle sits down and she starts drawing, and she's kind of withdrawn from the rest of the group. And Triangle Head, Zubul comes over to her and initiates inviting her to come along with them, and says to her, you know, I always love to see what you're drawing. And I thought that was really cool. I'm noticing this weird disconnect. I know it's crazy to kind of focus on these little moments because the whole series is just bizarre.
So zany, yeah.
But it has absolutely nothing to do with what's actually going on with these people.
Yep.
And they're traumatized and keep going on these adventures, whether they want to or not. At the end of it, they're just sort of dealing with it and trying to cope with this weird existence.
I think you're starting to understand the show a little bit more. because that's exactly what I think draws people to the series. The human moments make it real. To me, it's just like life, where everything is pretty much out of your control, and everything's going nuts nowadays, and the only thing that we can do is be there for each other. I think this show really encourages that.
I guess I would agree, because I didn't quite have a handle on it, obviously, for the first 2 episodes.
Yep.
But these ones really slowed down, and so it was more of a character study than anything else. They were more focusing on a specific character.
Yep.
This episode is actually about Kinger.
Yeah.
And this episode is actually about Gangle. You had some callbacks that give you some familiar touchstones. I'm noticing not just the irony of like the bright colors, but also the theme song at the end.
Yeah.
It's got this saxophone. It sounds like an 80s sitcom.
Yeah, I was really happy.
But it's not funny. It's dealing with
Really deep stuff.
some damaged people.
Yeah.
There's enough to keep you interested, but it's this weird therapy session?
Pretty much. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, this show is very deep, and that ending song gets real ironic after a while.
Oh, great. I guess I'm in for the next ones because...
You have no choice.
Yeah, they're the adventures that have been chosen for me, and I have to.
And you can't escape. There is no exit.
Are you, Kane?
I don't know what you're talking about.
God. Prayers appreciated. I'm X, I hope.
And I am Z, obviously.
And if you like seeing me tortured and confused, then
Like and share and subscribe. And
we have a Patreon.
we have a Patreon.
Thank you for coming along on the journey. We had such a great response.
Yeah, it was insane.
To our digital circus video. We had no idea that was going to happen, and you have so many comments. We are so grateful. It was cool to interact with you, to get some ideas from you.
Seriously.
It was wonderful. We're over the moon.
Yep, pretty much.
We're encouraged, and we're just going to keep going.
We'll take a moment to pull up our Patreon on your phone so that way we can read out our new patrons.
So you want me to do a shout out to our Patreon subscribers in Kane's voice?
Yes.
We'd like to welcome Aiden! That's terrible.
Try again!
Thank you, Aiden17, for being a Patreon member. Also, Joseph Campbell and Jamaj Williams. All of you are so fabulous. We appreciate you. Enjoy the extra content.
Thank you, Kane.
Oh my God. All right, we definitely need to exit. So thank you so much
for being a part of our channel, and I hope that we'll be continuing to be entertaining you for many years to come.
I'm losing my mind.
Oh, good. Then you're joining the circus.
You're joining the circus. Be like Triangle Face and like leave.